Have you ever felt lost in life? Have you ever felt stuck? Like every day is the same thing, monotonous? Like you're sort of on autopilot. You wake up in the morning, do the same exact thing, and go back to bed. Have you ever felt that way? If you have, then today's episode is definitely for you. Hi guys, my name is Untitled Chapter and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie here, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about feeling stuck. A lot of us feel stuck sometimes, and it can be as a result of so many things. Let's say maybe all the people in your circle are getting married, or they're having kids, or they're graduating from college, or they're getting good jobs, they're buying houses, or you see so people on social media that are taking such luxurious vacations, and sometimes you feel stuck. And first of all, I don't want you to feel stuck based on vanity metrics. Don't feel stuck because you're comparing yourself to other people. You are unique, and that uniqueness is your power. Like I always say, we were all created by God for a purpose, and our purposes are individual to us. We don't have a universal purpose. Everyone has a purpose. And look at my fingers, they're not all the same. I'm Ghanaian, and there's a tree proverb that says all the fingers are not the same, which basically means that in life there are ups and there are downs. Life, everyone does not mature or grow at the same time. Some people do it early, some people do it later, but that does not mean that if your friend or your sister or your family is progressing, quote unquote, in life, it should make you feel stuck or unworthy or jealous. That said, now that we know that our feeling stuck is not based on vanity metrics, let's get right in. So let's say you feel like your life is on autopilot. You wake up in the morning on the same side of the bed, you literally do every single thing the same way, the exact same way every single time. That can lead to a very monotonous and boring life. But I want to ask you a question. Where do you want to go? Like I always say, the clock is ticking. Whether you're on the right track or not, the clock is ticking. I wish, trust me, I wish that we could let the clock pause. You know, like I haven't decided what I want to do with my life yet. Like I haven't decided what success means to me. Like I haven't decided what I want to do in terms of fulfillment of my potential or purpose. So Mr. Clock or Mrs. Clock, can you just like sort of, pause and let me figure myself out? Then you can start ticking. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So the clock is ticking whether or not we know where we're going. The clock is ticking whether or not we're in the direction of where we want to go. And the clock is ticking whether or not we feel stuck or unstuck. So I'm here today to help you feel unstuck. First of all, why do you feel stuck? What makes you feel like you're stuck? I want you to sit down, pen to paper, because when you write things down, it moves them from your head and onto paper, and it makes you more able to solve it. So I want you to sit down and just think about yourself. Why do you feel stuck? Do you feel like the career you're in is not progressive? Do you feel like the relationships that you have in your life are not progressive? Whatever it is, just write it down. And once you've decided what it is, the next question is, where do you want to go? I always say the speed is not as important as the direction in which you're going. You can go very fast, but it will be in the wrong direction. So what direction do you want to go? I always remember the story of Alice in Wonderland, where the cat asked, which direction will take me there? And then I think she responded, it depends on where do you want to go? And he was like, anywhere. And she was like, then any road will take you. So today, where do you want to go? If you know where you want to go, then you would know if or not you are on the right track. So step one is to determine where you want to go. Let's say it's a career. You want to be I'm an attorney by profession. And let's say you want to be an attorney. You're in pharmacy school, or you're in, I don't know, something very unrelated to law, right? You know that is not the track to get you there in terms of, if you want to study something, you know that these are the sorts of courses that are related to it that can actually get me there. Maybe law is not the best of examples, but my mind is blank at the moment, but you get what I'm trying to say. Maybe you want to become a chef. You want to go to culinary school, and you're just in carpentry school. You studied carpentry for 20 years now. How close are you getting to becoming a chef if you're going to remain studying and working as a carpenter? Maybe there are transferable skills that you can transfer to pastry making or to becoming a chef, but for the most part, you'd have to change course. So that is my question to you. Where do you want to go? Once you've decided where do you want to go, the next thing is what people, places, organizations, skill sets are going to help you to get there. I always say that you can't choose your parents, you can't choose your siblings, but you can choose your friends and you can choose your environment, your associations. So choose your associations wisely. Choose your friends wisely. Choose what you consume, whether what you read, what you listen to, the movies you watch, the books you read, the environment you're in, choose them wisely. And now that you've decided where you want to go and you've decided whether or not you're on track, I want you to sit down and think about it. If you're on track, power on. But if you're not on track, what is keeping you from getting on track? And I know sometimes, I think it's called the philosophy of the sunken philosophy or something like that, where you've spent so much time, so much energy, so much money in something, and even though it's not working, or it's not working how you wanted it to work, because you spent so much time and energy and effort in it, you feel so bad letting it go. I'll give you a clear example. Let's say you've studied medicine. It takes a long time to become a doctor, we all know that. And then you start practicing as a doctor and you realize you don't enjoy being a doctor. And you realize that if you're supposed to continue doing this for the next 20 to 30 years of your life, you'd be very, very miserable. But you think about how much money you spent, how much time, all those sleepless nights, all those nights that's turned into mornings because you were just studying and studying and studying. And you feel like because of that, you cannot switch course and become whatever it is that you want to become. The sunken cost philosophy. So what the cost that you've already incurred and doing what you're doing now becomes so magnified in your mind and in your eyes that it becomes difficult to take a contrary step. But I want you to think about it, right? Let's say you're a doctor and you hate being a doctor now and you're 30 or 35. If you're going to remain being a doctor, being miserable for another 30 years, that would cost you so much, as opposed to today you're 35, you decide, no, I don't want to do this anymore, so I'm going to switch course. Yes, maybe you spent 15 years to become a doctor that you are today. Yes, maybe you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, but compare the 15 to 20 years as opposed to the 35 to 40 years that you have to live a more vibrant, more joyous, more fulfilled, more purpose-driven life. Weigh the two. In my opinion, correcting course now would cost you much less than staying stuck in where you are. So like I said, determine where you are, determine if it's on the right track, and if it's not, please find the courage to shift gear, find the courage to turn the track, find the courage to correct course. I know it's difficult sometimes. It's like a relationship. Sometimes you're in a relationship, you've spent so much time, you've gone through so much with the person, but it gets to the point where you honestly sit down and you realize that this is not a relationship for you. And it's difficult to leave because of the experiences in the past. But then think about a more glorious and more joyous future that you can have with someone else. That will make all that worth it. So like I said, that was just a bit about being stuck and how to fix it in life. But welcome to my channel. My name is Joanna 𝐇𝐢𝐠𝐡𝐭𝐬. I'm an attorney. I'm an entrepreneur. And most recently, I became an author with my first book, Conquering. You can find that on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and anywhere you get your favorite books. But the essence of this channel is twofold. One, to motivate and inspire you. As a woman of color, originally from Ghana, I migrated to the United States. It's challenging to live a life of purpose. It's challenging to unleash your potential. It's challenging to live a life that you know you're capable of living. Yes, we know we're endowed with greatness. Yes, we know there's no limit to what we can achieve in life. But the realities of life is putting those things into action requires work. And sometimes it can be so lonely, it can be so confusing, it can be so frustrating. So this channel is, in essence, a roadmap to help you live your definition of success. Like I said, success is not a one-size-fits-all. Everyone has their unique definition of success. But regardless of what your definition of success is, this channel is here to hopefully hold your hand and guide you. Think of it like just a silent friend, you know, like a silent North Star, just to help you with strategies, tactics, sometimes from my own personal stories, sometimes from stories I've heard, books I've read. You know, the essence of this channel is just for you to feel like you're not alone and that we're all in this together. And then lastly, for you to remember that you were created on purpose for a purpose. And trust me, your purpose is not to exist. Your purpose is to thrive, not just survive. I have another video on purpose. I'm going to link it here, and it goes more in depth into purpose, finding it and manifesting and stuff like that. So I'm going to link it here. But like I said, welcome to my channel. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any stories that you'd like to share, please put them in the comments, and I'll definitely respond to you. And if there's anything in particular you want me to talk about in terms of motivation, business, strategies, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, if there's stuff that you want me to talk about, just let me know, and I'll be more than glad to talk to you about them. So if you like this video, if you have found it useful, please share it with your friends and subscribe and like. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.